I'm going to save these chilies. It's going to be like a little surprise when you're eating this beautiful chicken galantine and up comes a red hot chili. Beautiful. In it goes like that. Some smoked paprika, about a teaspoon in there, just to give it a really great flavour. A twist of pepper on there. And while I've got the peppermint in my hand, I'll put a nice twist of pepper all over my chicken breast here on the inside, because we want to have some flavour in here. And salt and pepper is what gives us flavour. A little bit of salt on the inside there as well. And while I'm there, salt in here as well. And you're thinking, Richo, where are the fresh herbs? Well, they're not far away, because I've got some parsley here. And I've got a few basil leaves, and I'll just tear off here. I'll give this a quick little rough chop like that. You can get really fancy here and make it really fine if you want, but a bit of basil in there, some parsley, coriander if you like, some fresh thyme. There we go. In it goes like that. Now I've got some garlic here, and I'm going to be really fancy here. I'm just going to slice it straight through the middle here like this, and then with my knife, just give it a rough chop. Once again, we love those surprises, bits of garlic in there. You know what, often when you cook things, well, often when some people cook things, they leave it so bland. But for me, chunks of things in there, garlic, you want to actually taste it with you. And who cares if you've got a bit of garlic breath? There's no one to offend down here. In it goes into my bowl like that. Then all I need to do, here's the fun part, is get your hands in there. Mix it around and make sure everything is mixed evenly. You could, of course, put some breadcrumbs here, or what about some cheese? That would be even better. But just mix it around till it's evenly coated. Salt and pepper is in there, so I know there's going to be plenty of flavour. I've got my salt and pepper on my chicken, and all you do is gently pick it up like this and pop it into the middle here like that. Perfect. Look at that. What a stuffing. Now, I know when I cook this, I have to make sure that it's cooked all the way through, but I can smell the flavour already. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful galantine. Now, here's the tricky part. What you do is fold this over here like this, and then fold that over there. And you're thinking, Richo, how are you going to hold it together? With my magic skewer. You could use a wooden skewer if you like, but one of these babies here, push through like that. Just make sure you don't stick it into your fingers, all the way through here like this. And what that does is it holds it together. So it allows me to turn this baby over here. I could roast it like this, but I'd be worried it might come apart a bit. So what I'm going to do is tie it up with a little bit of string. Look at that. Now here's a little knot. I just tie a basic slip knot on the end of it here, and another little knot right on the end, just to make sure it doesn't slip off. There we go. A nice, simple little slip knot. Now all you need to do is tie that around the end here. These are all the things I learnt in Boy Scouts. But if you're too old to go to Boy Scouts, it's okay. You can go and have a chat to your local butcher or have a look on the internet. A twist around like that, and around goes my string here like this. Tie it like that, and then once again, once, twice. The reason I tie it around 2 times is it actually locks and stays there like that. See? I just let that go there, and that's it. It'll actually stay there. You know when you're tying up animals sometimes, dead animals that is, and you've got your knot and it comes loose, all you need to do is remember this once, twice, and that knot won't come apart. You can leave it like that, go pour yourself a Frosty, and then come back and finish it off. Around there like that, once again. Don't worry too much about this. See, if you're looking at this and thinking, oh, Richo, it's all going to come apart, it's not. Because it's held together, it's going to cook nice and slowly, and it will actually stay in there. One more little knot around the outside here like this, just to hold that together, nice and tight. Look at that. And then just tie that off there beautifully. That is ready to go. All I need to do is roast this. Now what I'll do is roast this nice and low and slow at about 160 degrees Celsius. There's a lot of filling in there, so I want to make sure that that filling, or stuffing if you call it that, cooks all the way through. Of course, if it was a bread stuffing, something with pumpkin in it and sourdough bread, it wouldn't matter if it didn't cook all the way through the middle. But because it's chicken, we want to make sure it's cooked to 72 degrees Celsius. Now on it goes to my baking tray. Look at that. Now to give it a bit of a gloss, I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on top, and of course, some salt. We knew this was coming, didn't we? A little bit of salt on there, and a nice twist of pepper. Into the oven, which is preset at 160 degrees, and this will roast, glaze up, and be a beautifully cooked galantine of chicken. especially when it's been resting there for at least 20 minutes to allow all the juices to settle. The last thing I want to do when I cut into this chicken is for all the juices to squeeze out of the wood. I want them to stay in the galantine where they belong, so when I cut into it and bite it in my mouth, I get all the juices. That's what's important. Now I'll just pick this up carefully like this. Now this is the important thing. Take the skewer out. It has blunted many a knife. Just give it a bit of a twist like that and you can see out it comes. Nice and easy. Now if you haven't got a digital thermometer, the best way to check this is to maybe grab another metal skewer, pop it into the middle, let it sit there for 20, 30 seconds or so, take it out and test it on your bottom lip. If it feels really hot, well then you know it's cooked on the inside. All I need to do is take this string off the outside like this. I'm just going to cut it through the middle. I can't wait for this one. Straight through the middle here like this. I just want you to see. Look at that. Beautiful. The chorizo sausage, the beautiful white chicken around it, the olives there. This is a cracker of a dish. It looks fantastic. It's the sort of feast dish for Christmas, or it's an easy-going dish. It's a sort of dish that you can prepare one of these, serve it to 6 or 8 people. They all get the same bit of chicken, same bit of meat, then there's no bone in it, which is really important. And all I do is cut a nice little piece straight off the top here like that. Look at that. Chorizo sausage. Do make sure that you take all the string off it onto the middle here like that. Looks fantastic. Moist, juicy, tender. I know that before I've cut into it. With lovely Spanish flavours. Smells fantastic. Excellent. Moist, flavoursome. So often when we roast chicken, we cook it on the bone, which is great most of the time. I love that. But if you want to try something a little bit different, a little more technical, a little bit more work, but I tell you what, the end result is amazing. And you will agree with me, once you've done this, that there is no better way to cook a chicken.